Hey video blog people, up at the Fresno Edge today hanging out, Kim Tirapelli. She's our registered dietitian. I'm going to let her give you a little feedback on what exactly she's accomplished.
Sure. Well, my background, I've worked in both inpatient and outpatient for nutrition counseling, and I'm also a certified specialist in sports dietetics, and in fact, the only dietitian with that credential from about Modesto all the way to Bakersfield. So it's something that had the opportunity to work with a lot of athletes in particular, but also apply that to just even recreational athletes and people trying to lose weight through addition of exercise.
Right. So Kim is the one that set up our new online meal plans for the 5-ton challenge that a lot of you are currently partaking of. And I know there's been a lot of questions lately. You know, we got the good old-fashioned carbohydrates and we've got our proteins. So does it really matter? I mean, I think that's the point everybody really wants to know. Does it really matter? You know, isn't a calorie a calorie? Does it really matter protein? Does it really matter carbs?
Well, yeah, ideally we do want to have our diets be balanced because there are certain ratios of carbohydrates and proteins and fats that are ideal, of course, but ultimately if you're eating foods from different food groups and you're hitting your calorie totals for the day, you should be losing weight as long as it's the calorie total that's going to induce that. And a lot of times people are wondering, you know, oh, I see on my meal plan that I'm only allowed 5 ounces of lean protein. But remember, that's not the only source of protein in your diet. You're also getting protein from grains, from vegetables, and from dairy as well. And then the other component that I think a lot of people are asking me about is carbohydrates. I can't believe I'm allowed, it says up here, my diet is 52% carbohydrate. And that might sound like a lot to some people, but you gotta remember that exercise requires carbs, it requires glucose. And so technically a normal diet would be anywhere between 50 to 60% of carbohydrate. And we kept that in mind when we were developing the system. Need the carbs for the energy.
Right.
We're on a little bit on the lower end, and we've added some protein in there to help with maintaining muscle tissue while we lose weight.
Right.
But you need those carbs.
Well, and it's one of the things I talked on one of my other blogs about is you know, how we set the calories up and how important it is. You know, obviously if you go too high,
Right.
every calorie gets added in to become a pound of fat, right?
Absolutely.
And then if you drop too low,
Yep. Metabolism is going to be decreased also and prevent you
Right.
from losing weight.
so the whole idea, what I've been trying to tell everybody is, look, when we put you on a meal plan, less is not more,
Exactly. Very true.
okay? So when we have that on there, and then we also got to get to the fact that our vegetables are our friends, right?
Absolutely. They're chock full of nutrients a lot of us miss out on. You got to remember too that vegetables provide a lot of fiber. And when you're trying to lose weight, it's good that you're adding nutrients that are lower in calories per serving but also full of fiber because you'll feel full longer.
Right. And then the fruits.
Fruit's also very important. And a lot of people are kind of scared of fruits. Oh, I hear they're just full of sugar. Again, remember, fruits have good vitamins and minerals that our bodies need, and your meal plan accounts for that in terms of how many servings you need of fruits per day.
Great. And one last thing for today is, like, what's the importance of hydration? How important is it really to drink the water that we're asking them to drink for weight loss?
Right.
Is that another important piece or
Absolutely.
something they can skimp on?
No, something very important with hydration, especially since you're exercising quite a bit and you're already reducing your intake from foods. Remember, fluids are also found in fruits and vegetables also. So it's very important too that you are drinking your fluids to rehydrate because remember, you're sweating. So you are losing fluids in your
Right.
sweat, obviously in your urine. And when you don't hydrate, you're going to feel tired, your muscles aren't going to recover adequately, and therefore when you go to work out the next day, it's not going to be as good of a workout.
Right, and that's really important. Remember, we talked about muscle soreness, and that's going to happen. But with proper nutrition,
Right?
that can speed up that recovery process, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so hopefully we put you in a little bit. And the one last thing I want to talk about is, you know, our meal plan is set up with 3 meals and some snacks, right?
Absolutely.
So how important are the snacks spread out versus just, I can lump them in. I'm kind of busy today. Don't really have the time. I'm just going to throw it in with lunch or
Right.
have a little extra lunch.
Right. Well, the reason that they're in there is number one, they're there to help so that when you do your workout, you have a snack before your workout so that you can get the most out of it. But also you'll notice that your snacks aren't just a carb food by themselves, okay? We paired those snacks, carbohydrates, with proteins or healthy fats to make you feel full longer. Also to provide those sources of protein will help to keep your metabolism going. And by adding the snacks in between your meals, you're not going now longer than 4 hours without eating something where we can see some metabolism start to decrease.
Okay.
And you need to be fueling your muscles so that as you're working out, you're able to replenish and recover so that the next day you can work out again.
Awesome. So once again, showing you the unbelievable professionals we have hanging out down here in Ontario and Fresno. especially you guys, you're missing a huge opportunity to work with one of the best in California. So hopefully we'll see you down here soon.